What up? Top of the top. What's up, family? We back at it again on a Money Day. Money Day, Monday. What up? Taisha Davis, what's up? What's up, Miss Deja? Good morning, Shayna. What's up, Dramatic? Truly blessed. What's up, y'all? How my people doing today? What's up, Danklin? What's good? What's up, Shamayan? Salute, brother. Taz, what's up? How everybody doing this morning? What's up, Jamila? Hopefully everybody had a good weekend. Shout out to Funnel Fame Elite. We did it. We did it this weekend. For those who didn't catch it, the show will be dropping for members only at 12 o'clock. What's poppin' show. So anyway, I'm gonna keep y'all updated on some of the things that's gonna be going on. But other than that, ain't too much going on out here. Y'all see it slowing up out here, man. Episode 428. Today we're gonna be talking about how Nicki Minaj running and ducking and dodging this lawsuit that she got over her husband punching somebody in the face, allegedly, a couple months ago. They've been running from that lawsuit. Now that money on their ass because the judge approved it. So another situation of money being owed and people don't want to pay. But like I said, all this got to do with the end of what we see and all this shit drying up. So don't none of this shit surprise me. Y'all ain't too much going on. We got a few updates, But other than that, man, how everybody doing? Just letting people pull up. What's up, Stony? Jamal, what's up, Colleen? What's up, Faith? All right, y'all. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. I know some people didn't know we was gonna be early. The wavy one, what's up, bro? Whatever. Hey, what's good? Yeah, all right, check it out. Look, we're gonna get into it. So look, shout out to the replay gang. Don't forget to hit the all notification bell and do not forget to leave a comment. Also, if you are a member, you have to make sure your member alerts are on because you will miss content. You will miss the early release. So make sure you got all your notifications on. All right, and we're going to get into it. Episode 428. All right, Nicki Minaj does not want to pay $753,000 lawsuit. Husband punched a man in the face. And in my opinion, she got with that dude to be her security guard anyway. So he like her husband, her flunky, her security guard. That's her butler, her what's old boy name? That's her Farnsworth Bentley. That's her flunky right there, disguised as a husband. That's all he is. Because anyway, we already broke down his charges and how he's a convicted sex offender or whatever. So we ain't even here to talk about that. I'm trying to talk about them anyway, but this is what's going on. So we're going to talk about it because we're seeing a trend of them not want to pay their money and them getting lawsuits, them suing people. Like, another thing I want to say too, how many of y'all believe Tory Lanez locked up? My opinion, that man is not locked up. In my opinion, that was a Hollywood court case and that man went out the back door. That was what they call a kangaroo court. Does anybody have any proof that Tory Lanez is locked up? Because I heard Tory Lanez just dropped a new song. So we'll talk about that. But anyway, has anybody seen a picture of that man locked up? Does anybody have a fact that Tory Lanez is locked up? And please, when you do, please prove it to me, please. But let's move on. Now, look. We already know, they've been married for a little while. They got a baby, but that ain't the point. The point is, they was overseas. And I've been talking about how these rappers been going overseas for a little while. Especially Nicki. But it's a lot of them, that we know they always going to be hot in America. They always going to be able to get money, but they getting more money overseas right now. I've been talking about this. So this particular case happened when they was in Germany a couple months ago. A little while ago, they was in Germany. Long story short, somebody came on the stage, rushed the stage. That's the trend now too, of fans rushing stages. Salute Rondell. Somebody rushed the stage and was able to get on stage with Nicki. After that, Nicki was scared. And my matter of fact, this was going down around the time, because we got to remember at one time, Nicki was getting a lot of flack. It's like at one point, if you'll see the industry kind of turned their back on her. Y'all remember around that time when she was going on her rants, and when she first got with him, she was going through a lot. Cardi and them trying to fight her. So I don't know, maybe she could have been paranoid, thinking when somebody got on the stage, they was really, really, really going to do something to her, because it was said that after the fan rushed the stage, after the show, Nicki was real mad. Her husband was real, real mad at security, and it was barking on security, making people cry. And her husband did something that they paying for right now. But anyway, we're gonna take a look at what happened, because they don't want to pay this money. Nicki Minaj and husband accused of blowing off $757,000 lawsuit over alleged battery inside rapper's dressing room. Now remember, this so-called happened in the dressing room where a so-called security guard got punched in the face, and they allegedly made a female security guard cry. So as you see, Weidenmuller is one of the head of securities for a company that provided security for Nicki World Tour concert that took place on March 22nd, 2019 in Germany. So as we see, being like I said, the pandemic went so fast, I thought it happened 2020, was 2019. The fact of the matter is they thought they was going to run from this lawsuit. But now the security guard has put in the proper paperwork that has been signed by the judge, and he is allowed to come for the money. The suit said near the end of the concert, a concert goer breached a security barricade, dividing the audience from the stage, and was able to get on stage while Minaj was performing. Weidenmuller said the fan did not cause any harm to the defendants and had simply danced on stage to the music. So as you see, the fan ran on stage, and allegedly he just started dancing. But we understand that Nicki probably was very paranoid and scared at this time, and maybe she thought the fan was going to do something to her, because that's been going on a lot lately. Anyway, as you see, they said that he did not attempt to and did not actually make any physical contact with Minaj while on stage. The concert goer was apprehended by Minaj's personal security team in under 10 seconds after obtaining access to the stage, and was escorted off stage seconds later. So he ran to the stage, he did a little dancing, they snatched him up, he was gone. So as you see, it wasn't really no threat, no bodily harm, as you see. Anyway, they say he was on stage approximately 15 seconds in total, and nothing happened to Nicki Minaj. So as you see, it was a little event. It probably caused a little chaos, but then something else happened, and some things took place backstage. The guard said Minaj and her team confronted the security team about the fan after the show. Weidenmuller, the top security guard, said he joined the conversation to see how he could assist. At first, Weidenmuller advised both of the other two security personnel that they should silently listen to Minaj's complaints, even if she was screaming obscenities, meaning she was cursing at them and falsely accusing them of endangering her. So as we see, it's starting to cook that what? The fan ran on the stage, started dancing. Nicki got paranoid. She trying to make it like it's more than what it is, like this person attacked her, but he didn't. So now she's in the dressing room or behind the scenes, snapping on the security, going extra hard, cursing them out after the show. So as we see, the concert goer was apprehended. What else? The security guard, the top of security guard, tried to calm them down and talk to them. So as you see right here, also, Nicki Minaj was screaming obscenities and falsely accusing them of endangering her. Weidenmuller view was that because no harm had been caused to Nicki, they basically was allowing her to vent and, scream and get her screaming off, but they thought that was it. They was just going to let her vent until she calmed down. But then something else happened. So as you see, they say he didn't make any physical contact. They escorted him off the stage in 15 seconds or less. So you'll see it's starting to cook. So as you see, Weidenmuller said he escorted the female security guard away from the situation because Nicki Minaj was screaming on her female security and made her cry. So the head of security escorted the lady away. The guard said he had a conversation with Petty, which is Nicki Minaj's husband, where Minaj's partner ended up apologizing. Later, he said Minaj demanded he come to her. So basically, this situation, it got out of control. They tried to squash it behind the scenes, and the security guard thought it was okay. But after they so-called squashed it, Nicki Minaj called had a security guard to the back room again, and this time Kenneth Petty was standing there, so it was her husband. You know, like back in the day when you about to with somebody getting set up or about to get jumped or beat up, or you know how when they call somebody and that person don't know what's going on, but the whole time somebody already got the plan to rock him in the face. That's what they did to him. They did a street tactic on this security guard. They did a goddamn high school tactic on this man, like how dudes used to jump dudes in the bathroom, and all you trying to do is get them to come back to the bathroom so somebody can punch him in the face. That's what they did to the security guard. Because you'll see. Hold up. You'll see. Look, check it out. They called him inside the room, and Nicki Minaj started yelling at him. As he stood there, he claimed Petty punched him in the face. Petty punched him on the side of the face. So they called the head of security to the back room, and while Nicki Minaj was distracting him, her husband sucker punched him. Like I said, that's street shit right there. That shit niggas do on the street. That shit we did growing up back in the day. You know what I'm saying? People still do that to this day. It works like a charm. Somebody gonna do the talking, and then somebody already got the plan to punch him in the face. A sucker punch. That's what it's called. All right. So Nicki Minaj's husband sucker punched the head of security and broke his jaw. And that is the man who was suing him for $750,000. Weidenmuller is his name. Weidenmuller was instantly in extreme pain and was momentarily disorientated. Basically, he got his shit rocked. And he had to step aside and go around the corner and collect himself. He had to get his thoughts right. After 2 or 3 minutes, and under the belief that his jaw was broken, Weidenmuller turned the corner again, returning to the location where Petty hit him outside of Minaj's dressing room, and found that all 4 individuals had fled. So they rocked him in the face and then they left. They was on street shit. Mind you, they doing this in Germany. For those who don't know about Germany, America has a very big base in Germany. There's a lot of Americans there, and they do throw a lot of concerts. It is a lot of Americans in the military that are in Germany. A lot of people in the military that go to Germany and retire, they stay there. A lot of black people in Germany, just for people that don't know, and it is a lot of Americans there too. But anyway, they was there on street nigga time because they over there setting up security guards. Now, Weidenmuller will move for a default judgment in the amount of $753,000, which is almost close to $1 million. They thought because it happened in Germany that they could run, but now it has been approved through the courts that this man, Weidenmuller, can come for his money, and Nicki Minaj is going to have to pay. Now, mind you, this happened in Germany, but in the States, he's a sex offender, and he had to stay in the house a lot. So if this would have happened in America, he might have been in a little more trouble. But they also said that, let me clarify this, the lawsuit is on Nicki Minaj and not her husband. So actually, Kenneth Petty is not in this trouble. And also, I believe when he punched that man in the face, he was trying to show off for Nicki Minaj because this happened before they got married. So I think this is all part of the plan where he was trying to make it like, yeah, Nicki, I go hard for you. Anybody say something to you, I'm going to punch him in the face. He wasn't them type of niggas. And that's probably what he did, trying to show off for Nicki and punch that security guard. But now this shit has cost Nicki Minaj money, and it's another stain on her career. As far as you know, her name is not in good standards right now with a lot of people. So this is another stain on her jacket. Because it says she did a lot of people dirty. What up, Front Street? I see everybody pulling up. What's up, Ghost Rider? That's right. That's right. That's the whole purpose of him. Her husband is doing nothing but draining her account. He's draining her money. He's a fucking fake ass security guard. He a fake ass, he probably the butler. That nigga probably wash the clothes. He probably do it all. The nigga's a housekeeper. Anyway, he's the one bringing her down because she didn't start getting all this flack on her name at this level till she started messing with him. And she co-signed him. Remember, first she tried to lie and said, oh, he didn't do nothing, all that stuff. Then the truth came out. But my point is, since the truth came out, they done had babies, got married, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So my point is, man, they washed up. All right, anyway, Nikki, you got a lot of money. You got to pay that. Pay them people their money because they coming for y'all. Other than that, it is what it is. That's right, Energy Vampire. Salute everybody that's here. Ether Real Glow. What's up, Swirl Girl? We here on a Money Day Monday. What's up? Ain't too much cooking today, but you know how to pull up. Now we about to get into what's really going on in the real world, like we always do. Give me 1 second. All right. Now look, you know I've been talking about what? That roundup that's coming. We've been talking about how law enforcement is about to put things in perspective. And I told people, in my opinion, it's going to go down. And when it go down this time, it's going to be totally different. Now, we got to take a look at something because something has transpired and it goes with the agenda, what I've been talking about. Let's take a look at it. The feds, NYPD, take 4 into custody after a raid in Brooklyn. Now, the reason why we're going to take a look at this because I wanted to show people exactly what I was saying on how a lot of things are going to go down in the new world we in. And I told people that the unwritten war, the war that will not be televised, speaking of, or broadcasted, is the war on crime, criminals, and war on the hood. I've been telling people this. Now I'm showing you, showing it to your face, what I've been talking about and how they are coming. Now look, you will see they coming out there. You will see these officers are out there like they're ready for war. But there's different things going on within this, and I'm going to break it down. But I just want you to see. Feds, NYPD take 4 into custody after raid in Brooklyn. So you telling me they came this deep for 4 people? But key word, gang. Remember when I told you that gang is a new word for terrorists? Now you see it, right? But we're not finished. Let's look. Video shows heavily armed law enforcement officers outside a building on Columbia Street in Red Hook, Brooklyn. This happened in Red Hook Projects in Brooklyn, downtown. The raid was the result of a long-term investigation into a gang allegedly involved in drugs and guns in the area, the sources said. This is what I'm trying to tell you. All gangs are being investigated right now. If they're not already in the indictment process to come get them, they are still watching. This is where all of the money has been going to fight crime. This is why last week the mayor showed you the dogs. He showed you the R2D2. They're showing you their robotics because the war's on. Ain't no war in China. Ain't no war overseas. Ain't no war in Iraq. The war is in America. The war is on criminals. No more ISIS. No more Taliban. The war is gangbangers, Bloods, Crips, gangster disciples, 3-letter gangs, money gangs. Anybody in the hood that so-called don't pay taxes or want to play the block, be on the street, shoot guns, do drive-bys, whatever the fuck it is. These are the people in place paid to come get you right now. So let's look at something else because I'm going to show you how the tricky wordplay they use. You see how they say feds and NYPD? See, the NYPD do the basic homework. But when you see this right here, these are not just regular feds. This is Homeland Security. I showed you that last time when he ran up in that barbershop and locked them brothers up in Harlem. Homeland Security. Feds. But really, just look at that. Just look at that as federal government. Whether it's FBI, CIA, but these are Homeland Security and police. My point is, do you see how they dress like they're ready for war? Bulletproof helmets, vests, all of that. All of them on the payroll, salary. All of them getting money out of that budget. Do you get it? Now you see what that budget was for? Because it's about to get hot and the war zone. But first, it's indictment season. From now to June or something like that, Terry Austin, thanks for supporting the channel. Told y'all they getting ready for war. This is going to happen everywhere in America at a hood city near you. That's all I want people to understand. When you see, look at how they're dressed. Yes, the police was with them. The NYPD was with them, but they was in their regular uniforms. These are not regular officers. These are officers. These are the people that can come through, split your wig, and nobody going to know what happened, who did what, and they gone. This is military people. Homeland Security. This also could be FEMA soldiers. Remember, didn't Mayor Eric Adams request for FEMA to come to New York or if he wanted some FEMA money? My point is this is the last run. I told y'all that. So this is letting you see how they coming. This is part of the roundup and part of what? putting brothers back on that slave shit. And this time, you might not make it back home. Telling y'all they're not playing. They already want to turn the projects into condominiums. That should tell you right there. We also know it is a whole bunch of migrants that have to move into the community, and they have budgets for them as well. This is politics. Budgets are in place to secure certain things, places, people. Certain people are in the way with their criminal behavior, and therefore the powers that be, and due to politics, they said it is now time to execute and wipe out and reestablish. So you take it how you want to take it. I'm just telling y'all what's going on. This how they coming. Ain't no more knock on the door, police pull up, and you run out the back. Ain't none of that. They doing full-time research with full technology, and when they come with full-blooded soldiers. So that's all you got to know. And you got to also understand that these soldiers you see, probably from all over. Probably from Arkansas, Oklahoma, you get it, Texas. They're not from New York City. They coming to put in pain. Told y'all, man, it's going down. Now, you add this up with the robot dogs, with the drones, and all other surveillance, and I want somebody to tell me how far you're going to make it. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all, man. And they're going to be doing these sweeps, observations all summer long. Because now they all got the technology. They got newer technology that they did not have last summer. That's how fast time flying. So I just wanted to show y'all this was going on. Salute John Shab. This was going on. So this is why I was trying to tell people them days of selling drugs is over with. Them days of trapping out the spot is over with. They coming. All right, now let's move on to something else that happened the other day. And I didn't speak on it. And I had to do a little more research. This right here. Who is this? Most of y'all already know who this is. This is the two CEOs of Quality Control. P, I think I have a name Q, something like that. P to the left. In the middle, Mr. J. Prince. We know Quality Control, these two brothers with the white hoodies, they just sold the record label for what, $300 million? Quality Control Records was the label of the Migos, City Girls, Lil Yachty, and Takeoff mainly, that's dead. And Mighty Funny, after Takeoff died, a couple months later, they sold a record label. Sold the rights, something like that. Even all I know is after Takeoff died, they made $300 million. That's all I know. And just so happened when Takeoff got killed, he got killed in Houston, Texas, I think. And I think they said something like Takeoff was at J. Prince Jr. party or something. Some type of event J. Prince had his name on, and that's where Takeoff got killed, allegedly. Ain't that the place where Quavo was gambling at the table and there was an argument, and then shots got to flying and Takeoff was dead? That was in Houston, Texas, right? Oh. Even though I heard this was a picture from 2021. Let me clear that up. Yes, it's an old picture, but see, a lot of people don't understand signs and symbols because they slow. So I read the comments. Now, Jay Prince posted this on his Instagram page. People say he was clout chasing for posting this. Some people say, oh, y'all going too far into it. This from 2021. But see, people don't understand what I said the other day. A picture speaks 1,000 words. Don't matter how old a picture is, dummy. You got to understand the codes. These people talking signs and symbols. So in my opinion, when Jay Prince posted this picture, he was letting the world know, yeah, we cool. We've been to each other. We rock like that. And in the picture, he was co-signing them. And he called them his brothers. Just so happened, Takeoff got killed in Houston, signed to these brothers, and got killed in this brother area. Wow. Told you, some things are coincidence, some things coincide. But see, one thing I know about people, you can do the most wickedest shit in their face, and they're not even going to understand it or see it or comprehend this shit. That's how you know people sleep out here. But this is nothing but a smack in the face to everybody. Remember when Offset said he don't know Jay Prince like that? Then I broke down to you how the Migos' first hit song was Versace. Versace first feature. The Migos' first big feature was Drake. Drake was always down with Jay Prince. Jay Prince was the one that made sure Drake got to do that feature on the Migos song. That was a favor for a favor years ago, which means what? Quality Control and Jay Prince, they been cool. But you see, when Offset trying to say he don't know Jay Prince. And I told people on this channel, I said, look, that shit is a fake beef. I said Offset and Jay Prince cool for real. That's a fake beef. Then they say what? Oh, Quavo and Offset had a fight behind stage. I said that's a fake beef. I told you all that shit was fake. That's why you ain't see nobody get beat up, nobody get shot, nobody get nothing. You seen a bunch of fake back and forth internet shenanigans, and now it is back to the regular scheduled program. And we also know what? The so-called dude that killed Takeoff, he home right now chilling. So they do shit, then put in your face, and then they laugh behind the scenes. Because you know why? You ain't going to be able to do nothing anyway. And like I said before, this is my opinion. Not saying it has nothing to do with this. But I'm just saying in general, we know when you're dealing with the dark side, like I said, some people seem to me like, if you notice, whenever it's some type of ritualistic killing, people don't go to jail. Why I say that? We know it's many dark organizations in America that believe in what, y'all? Human sacrifice. And we know for a fact they got to be doing certain things at the witch's hour. Meaning, these people deal with beliefs that blood should be shed or sacrificed. But my point is, if you pay attention, you'll see those are the people that never go to jail. So it seems like people that do ritualistic killings, nobody go to jail. That's what it seemed like to me. But I could be tripping. But anyway, this right here is a smack in the face and it's a joke. 2 people named in one situation of somebody dead. And I ain't saying none of them had nothing to do with it, but it ain't hard to... Anyway, now let's talk about this. And we was talking about this yesterday. I'm going to say it again. Shout out to all the people that pulled up. Shout out to For No Family. Shout out to my family. We did the first episode on the What's Poppin' show yesterday, members only. It will be released soon to the public. My point is members only. And we was talking about, when I asked the question, are relationships a thing of the past? It is all about love over money. Basically talking about the household, things that nature. Because there's a lot of weird relationships going. It's a lot of weird stuff. So we was trying to just talk about what is the new reality of what's going on. And I'm starting to see stuff like this is starting to become more the new reality. Reason why I say that, because let's look. Woman killed boyfriend's 6-year-old daughter, stuffed body in bucket, used wagon to drop off in biological mother's yard. So basically, the mother was with a man. He had a child. She was the, I guess it sounds to me like they was playing house. Long story short, the girlfriend killed her boyfriend's child and then brought the child back to its original mother. Then you see this sick behavior. But this is us seeing right before our eyes households crumbling. And like I said, I call them struggle couples. Those are couples that just can't get right. They can't get right financially, spiritually. They can't get right economically. They can't get right due to parenting. They just can't get right. Struggle couples. And it's a lot of them. This is also the signs of the inflation that we are in. These are the signs showing us that when people can't sustain, they start turning on each other. I'm going to say this again because it was an experiment that they did years ago. It was either in the 40s, 50s, somewhere in them era, where they did experiment when you put a whole bunch of rats in a box with mazes and you see what happened after a while. And the whole key was to feed them and then through time lessen the food supply. And then after a while, you take away all the food and let them run around the maze. And after it was all said and done, the rats started to eat each other. They knew these sciences a long time ago. So the science of what I'm saying is they already know. All they have to do is take away the food, slow up the money, play with the finances, and eventually they will start eating each other head off. So we're starting to watch our people eat each other through gun violence, murder, bloodshed, many different ways. But look, anytime a person make another person shed blood, it's like you're eating that person. So we seeing a lot of bloodshed and we starting to see people eat each other. That's what's going on. Why you think now, y'all, we starting to see a lot of crimes that just don't make no sense? because we have to understand we are in a reality where some people are not human no more. They're not seeing things the way we see things. People are reduced to an animal diabolical level now. I'm going to say this again. It's like the cartoon where they get so hungry and desperate, the people start looking like food. Steaks, hot dogs, and hamburgers and chicken legs. That's what some people vision has become now, because that's how hungry they are. And a lot of times now you got people within the household turning on each other. And like I told people, this is something I learned. Always pay attention to those horrific domestic violence crimes. They always happen at the end of the month, because we know people that's on their set income, they don't get money to the first of the month. And we know a lot of times, let's be honest, the food stamps run out early, the money runs out early. That shit run out like by the 10th, 15th. So a lot of times by the 20th, before that check kick back in on the first, shit gets ugly at the end of the month. Then you know rent be due. It always gets ugly at the end of the month. I got another kicker for y'all. If you got people that borrow money from you a lot, watch you'll see they always borrow money from you at the end of the month. And those be the same people, when they get their money in the beginning of the month, you don't see them or nothing. It's the same pattern they all use. Salute, Wax Dog. But my point is this. These are some of the recipes for disaster. What up, George? The recipes for disaster is starting to create killing. That is true too, Jess. I would say it is part of the chemtrails too. I believe people are dealing with many different toxins every day. And what else? Don't forget one more thing, y'all. Frequencies. Between them 5G towers, I'm gonna be honest, we all got Wi-Fi frequency all running through our house. But it is frequencies running through people's brain 24/7, scrambling their brain and mind and chemicals and the shit they eat, and just the fact that they was on the cheese bus in school anyway. Most of these people, a lot of people was on the dark side of school. Let's be honest. But my point is, when they got grown, they never got their mind right. So this is why we seeing this is the trend which I spoke about of family killing each other. Family killing each other. I've been speaking about this over a year ago. I got tired of covering these stories when I started seeing all the horrific drama that is starting to take place within the household. And these are all crimes. People used to always joke on white people about how they kill each other and all that. Now we see who's doing it the most. A 43-year-old woman in Louisiana was arrested for allegedly killing her boyfriend's 6-year-old daughter, stuffing the child remains into a large plastic bucket, then using a wagon to transport and drop the bucket off at home of the victim's mother. As you see the person right here caught on the ring, walking down the block with the child in the bucket. Do y'all see this? Remember when I told people, I said, look, you ain't got to watch scary movies no more. Just pay attention to the news. I think the stuff happening in the news that is topping all of the scary movies. So as you see, now that's, look, bro, that's like, bro, this supposed to be a chick you was dealing with. She gets so mad at you, she kill your child. That's not hers. And then take it back to your baby mama. Do you see this? This is why we spoke about what? You got to be cautious on who you with. You could be sleeping with the enemy. Sometimes when you're in certain relationships, you get a sign, don't you? Don't we all get a sign of that person? It's a string of events that might happen that we might overlook. A person did this, but you act like, oh, I don't know if it was, maybe it was, then they'll do something else. See, these weird people, they always give signs. But what happened? We ignore the signs for many different reasons. But all I want people to understand is we in a time now where you can see something wrong within a person, but you keep ignoring it, and you could be the one that end up dead. It don't matter no more. People taking people out in their sleep. It don't matter. It's people. Look, it's like this. This is my opinion. Like, once y'all not on the same page, once it's drama, tension all the time, and things always left, that's when you got to start putting them antennas up. That's when you got to start paying attention. You have to really know who you with. And who, if they with you because they with you, or they with you, but they really want to get away from you. And sometimes those are the people that say, maybe I need to just take you out of here so I can be without you. All that shit we saw on the ID channel is now real life. And it's happened to black community. So anytime a 43-year-old woman can kill a 6-year-old, walk up the street, we know this person was fucking lunatic. I call him a loon ball. So let's look at another loon ball. This is what we was talking about yesterday. Arizona mother allegedly shot husband while kids were home. So what is the trend I'm showing y'all? Female killers. I spoke about this a while ago. Female killers, y'all. This goes with the agenda, what I was saying. The women are becoming super hard and the men are becoming super soft. Because this woman shot her husband, and he is the one that called 911. And before they got there, he already had died. This is what I was talking about with with all these chicks they pushing out. So they pushing all the chick rappers. And all these female rappers rapping tough talk gangster. That's how they rapping. And like I said, I said, look, a lot of this shit is starting to break up households. It's starting to get in the minds of a lot of females. And people like Glorilla and some of these chicks promoting, shoot that nigga. Kill that nigga. Or shoot that bitch. So now you see chicks busting guns like dudes. And if you pay attention, you see it's starting to be a lot of mothers going to jail for senseless crimes. But all of this still has to do with the destruction of the household because, okay, you are a mother, but now you're going to be locked up and your kids ain't going to have no mother. So for every female that's trying to be gangster, just understand your kids are going to be all alone. But they're not going to be alone. They're going to go in child protective services. Your kids are going to become somebody else's kids. And they're going to call somebody else mommy and daddy. And they're probably going to put them in a better privileged home. Because never forget, they want them kids. They looking at it now, okay, y'all don't want them. You can't take care of them. We'll take them. And they also setting up the stages for you to lose them. We spoke about last week how they got a law where what? They can run up on your child, no helmet on the bike, $50 fine to the parent. But like I said, that's another way of being in your personal business. I'm telling you, a lot of people are going to lose their kids this year too, due to unfit parenting and wilding out behavior. So we just looking at this because this is the trend. Like I said, I'm breaking down all of the stuff that's taking place and that's going to heat up as it's getting hot. And this is one of them, the domestic violence deaths that are taking place and the indictments and lockups that are coming right now. It's all going down. So now let's look at something else that happened that was very intriguing and interesting. Something Putin did. As y'all see, Putin allegedly just revealed that Jesus was black. And he had this particular ancient item that he pulled out because you have to know the history of Russia. You have to know the history of Europe. You know, on this channel, I spoke about this stuff, that the first Europeans were black. But this is what I'm trying to say. It's deeper than just skin color. Everybody that's black is not of the same tribe. And I'll leave it at that. But one thing I'm going to say is a lot of them, they know the truth, like I always tell y'all. So Putin revealed this black Jesus for whatever reason, but I just want to show y'all how they talk in signs and symbols. Now, why am I saying that? Let's see how many people smart. Let's see how many people remember. Let's see how many people caught what's going on. Did they not say that Ukrainians are racist? I remember when some of this stuff first took place. How many of y'all remember before that so-called conflict started with Ukraine and Russia? America gave a warning to U.S. black soldiers saying that when you go to Ukraine, be on point because Ukrainians are racist and some of them have never saw a black person a day in their life. It was also said that the Ukrainians give their kids games, puzzles that portray black people as coons and monkeys. They said Ukrainians are really racist. So do y'all see kind of something funny going on, right? Well, let's break it down. Putin reveals a black Jesus, but they said the Ukrainians are racist. Are some people still sad that Putin is banging on them? Then again, Putin was kind of cool with Trump too, right? There's some funny shit going on, right? But that's why I ain't gonna say nothing, because I'm still paying attention. Just gotta read between the lines. Putin revealed a black Jesus. Then it was also said that Ukrainians are racist against black people. It's a lot of suspect stuff going on. Tell them, Rondell, let's clarify that. Let's clarify it. A lot of the Ukrainians are descendants of the Third Reich Nazis. But I could have sworn they shipped a whole bunch of Ukrainians right here. And I could have sworn they've been taking care of them real nice. You see how we always talk about racism. Well, we can say in America, the past couple years, blacks and whites have been coming together more than ever in history. That whole racist narrative been being destroyed. Even the so-called racist Klan members, Confederate, whatever you want to call them, they've been trying to teach their kids racism, and that shit don't work. The kids don't care about that shit no more. So I was trying to tell people. So they understand that that race game has been played out in America. It's going down the gutter because blacks and whites have been getting along, having babies, all type of stuff. Is this why they had to bring in some new racist people called Ukrainians? Is that why they've had to bring in some new racism? When people start liking us, do they got to go get some more people that don't like us? Is that how the game been going for all these years? Well, it's mighty funny. Moneybag Joe going all out his way to help Ukrainians, right? And at the same time, Joe is going all out his way to keep people in America foot on neck. Get it? Lock down the hood. Send the police to the black neighborhood. Send them people. Send them to Ukraine and send them to the black community. Do you get it? I'm going to put money up for them to fight crime in the hood, and I'm going to put money up to help them in Ukraine fight. People still don't see it, and I ain't saying nothing. We're in a whole different world now, where people can do foul shit and then put it right in your face. But anyway, look what Putin did. He revealed a black Jesus. Now, like I say, the smart people, you take heed to that. And this is what I was trying to tell people. Well, a lot of people around the world know the truth and they know the real history of people. But the thing is to keep it all a secret. But little by little, they will show you and tell you, but you just got to peep what's going on. So now let's get back into what's going on in America. And you see they've been trying to push it and push this and push this. But I told you before, whenever they push an agenda and you start seeing them celebrities popping out, that's how you know it's some BS. Alicia Keys invites Ralph Yarl to Kansas show as fam starts trust for donations. Here we go again. For those who don't know, this is the so-called young man that got shot at somebody's house. Going to the wrong house, something like that, and got shot. But I'm going to say this again, and I'm going to make this shit clear. People get shot every day, B. Young boys get shot every day for less. My point is this. You will always see, and let's ask the question, why do they pick and choose who they go hard for? Why do they pick and choose on when people get, okay, if this person gets killed this way, we will support them and go hard for them. But if they get killed another way, we won't worry about them. But now you see this narrative being pushed. We also spoke about the white woman that got killed, allegedly shot in somebody's drive-thru. But this boy, because like I said, in my opinion, they're trying to start a George Floyd situation. It seemed like they're trying to start another situation to get people to wild out, but it's not working. So this whole thing with this boy getting shot, that's why I didn't keep following this, because it's some shit. Once I see Crump in the picture, now Alicia Keys, I already know it's something funny going on with this. And these are also schemes and scams they put together to get a lot of free money in the form of what? Donations. But this situation, in my opinion, was trying to start like a little race riot. So that's why I ain't been giving it too much energy, because to me it's BS. And just by his name and looking at him, he is not American black child. That's my opinion. But anyway, I know people get shot and killed every day. I also know they pick and choose which ones they want to put on TV. And 9 times out of 10, those are the fugazi ones. There hasn't really been any big uprising in Kansas City, only a few marches. That's right. Yeah, it's not catching fire. See, remember, when something like this would happen, remember, it would happen in the local city. And what would happen, y'all? People to start flying out, the go start trouble, and then they start picking up, and then all the clout chasers come, they loot, riot, burn the city, and it becomes national. But for some reason, I think personally, because Black Lives Matter got hot, I think because a lot of people got hip to them in Antifa, and people been putting them on blast, and they've been exposed. If you want to be honest, they've been exposed. So I think they kind of tiptoeing around now. But I think we all know before they would have ran and hopped on all this shit. But I think now this shit ain't really hitting. Like, I think the people starting to wake up, and not only are the people waking up, I think a lot of people got their own issues to deal with in life right now, called bills and shit. And I don't think people got time to be doing no fucking protesting and marching. That's what I think really going on, the economy. Give me 1 second. All right. Anyway, right? Check it out. We're going to move on from this, and then we're going to talk about this. How many of y'all believe Tory Lanez is locked up? How many of y'all believe he's in jail? Let's be honest. Who saw a picture of Tory? Who has any proof that Tory Lanez is locked up? In my opinion, this nigga is in Canada chilling. That's my opinion. They put on that court case movie, that court case TV show with him and Megan. Y'all know I broke it down on this channel. I showed y'all that whole fake ass event. I showed you them getting out that Jeep butt naked. I showed y'all the whole act in Hollywood that they filmed. That's my opinion. That whole shit was a Hollywood stunt. But I'm asking again, who has proof that this man is in jail? What proof do we have? Look what they say. Tory Lanez sends warning to haters on new song from behind bars. Do y'all see this dumbass shit? This nigga is allegedly in LA County jail making rap songs. Told you, man, they think niggas are idiots. They think we damn fools. Did we not see Megan down with the White House? Did we not see Megan on the White House lawn? Is she not with them people? So you don't think this whole thing is some type of staged event? A TV show. Tory Lanez, that, in my opinion, he is not in no jail. I said it when it happened. When his dad came out with that fake ass shenanigans, I told you all that shit was fake. Told y'all, man. We have no proof of this man locked up at all. At all. We know R. Kelly locked up, but who got proof Tory Lanez locked up? I'll wait. All of that shit, internet shenanigans, all of it. That's right, Blue Wolf. Megan was shaking it for the president. They probably ran a train on her ass. She had to give Joe a lap dance. Yeah. Hi, Jamal Johnson, what's up? Yes, I'm saying it was a PSYOP, Jamal. That's what I'm saying. It was a PSYOP operation. I also broke down PSYOP on this channel too. We looked into the definition, all of that. Because the reality is, those are military tactics. In reality, you can get more done with a staged event than an actual event. People got to understand that. I could scare the holy crap out of you by staging a killing than actually doing a killing. And they've been mastering that technique for a very long time. And the number one thing they master PSYOP operations with is cameras. Matter of fact, the same way they make a movie, you know how they can stage a riot in a movie and everybody wild out that they say cut? They do that shit in real life. It's called crisis actors. We broke all that down. I told you on Rondell's channel, Rondell did her homework and she pulled up all of the crisis actor agencies, things of that nature. Or she pulled up one specific crisis actor agency where any one of us right now could call up this agency and do some business and stage an event. It's like I said before, that's like say your job been doing you dirty and you want to protest your job. You can go hire some crisis actors and have them protest outside your job with you. That's how easy it is. And that's been going on for a long time. And remember, when you're an actor, hey, you don't got to just work in Hollywood. You can get a job being an actor doing many things. That's why I be trying to tell people. You could be an actor and just get paid being extras, side people, commercials. You ain't got to always sell out and get the biggest role. I wanted people to understand that you can still use your talents, but you ain't got to sell out. You can be a crisis actor and just stay on a low level and get checks. And people just call you up when they need you to perpetrate a fraud and do something. Get it? This shit is all real stuff. This is how they alter the whole reality. But in my opinion, Tory Lanez is not in jail, y'all. Because we have to remember, y'all, look, as long as we give black people and Americans, as long as we give the Americans at least 1,087 distractions a year, we will throw them off course on the whole 365. Do you understand how it works? And they always come with the major distractions at the most important time. See, little do we know, this whole Tory Lanez shenanigans probably was going on around either election time or something like that. I'm pretty sure. Something important probably was going on around the same exact time. That's how it works. So they keep different things stored up for different times. See, I'm going to show you how they play the game. Okay, the Tory Lanez case is a distraction. So this is how we'll stretch it out. We're going to extend the court date. So when they go to court in January, that's going to keep them distracted. When they go back to court in May, that'll distract them some more. And then they go to court again in September, we'll distract them some more of the same case. And that's how they do it. See how they took R. Kelly case? They drag it out. Because they always got to have something in the chamber when it's time for a distraction. Do you get it? That's how they play the game. They always got distractions on deck. Another thing I want to prove to y'all, I want to show y'all. This is how you know when the media game is slow. When they start making up shit or they ain't got nothing to talk about. I said it before. I chopped it up with Ronnie about this. Whenever you go to TMZ and you see it just all white news, no black news, no hip-hop news, all white bogus news, and that's when you know the shit dried up. So, being that they know shit dries up, they always have to keep the most potent, distracting things in the cut, like Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion case. So every now and then they can leak information. Tory Lanez dropped a new freestyle song because they think we stupid. How is the nigga dropping a freestyle? How is he dropping music if he's in the LA County jail? And we know in the LA County jail, they don't play that shit. But according to them, don't forget, LA County jail is in Hollywood. So in Hollywood, it's a lot of shit. In my opinion, it's probably a branch of the NYPD that is Hollywood, if you get it. That's why you kept hearing about the not NYPD, LAPD. That's why you kept hearing that LAPD has something to do with Biggie and Tupac. Didn't you hear that? Because in my opinion, LAPD has a branch that is Hollywood. That's my opinion. Some of the police are fucking actors or acting like police. That's my opinion. Anyway, I need somebody to prove to me Tory Lanez in jail because of now, that nigga ain't in jail. That's my opinion. And I said that from the rip, and I stand on it to this day. That whole shit was bogus. Remember, we looked at how it was funny how strategically, when Megan and them was getting out the car butt naked, somebody was filming on the roof. Remember? Celebrities with all that money, they ain't have money. They ain't go have sex in a hotel. They had sex in a car on a street in Hollywood and got ran up on by the police. Come on, man. Anyway, man. What up, A? Anyway, y'all, that's that. Tory Lanez ain't locked up. That's my opinion, y'all. But like I said, ain't too much going on, y'all. Ain't too much going on today. So I'm going to do a recap, and I'm going to holler at y'all. And I'm going to keep things coming. Hopefully everybody saw this. Morgan Freeman, did he sacrifice his granddaughter, the dirty old man? This is starting to come back up. Salute to the people that was already on top of this and was covering this. But this is starting to resurface. And I think it's because Morgan Freeman got some things going on. But either way, I ain't going to lie. I thought he was a good dude. But I mean, put it like this. I know a lot of them at that level got dirt on them, but I didn't know it was this type of dirt, this low. Because they saying that what? This man was in a relationship with his granddaughter. But somehow she ended up stabbed up a whole lot. And I'm going to be real, this whole thing sounds like some Manchurian candidate behavior. And guess what? Over the weekend, that shit came on too. Over the weekend, like yesterday, Manchurian candidate came on with Denzel dealing with mind control. I said, wow. I said, wow, that shit came on yesterday. That shit came on. RoboCop came on. Enemy of the State was on yesterday. Enemy of the State was dealing with GPS, facial recognition, tracking. All that shit came on yesterday. And this time I told you before, if I didn't, see this, like me and my peoples knew this, like whatever agenda is going on in the world, those are the those are the movies they will put back on TV. So within all of the classic movies where they were showing us certain information and jewels and knowledge before our time, whatever season it is, they will put them back on. Like, I'm gonna give you an example. They put Enemy of the State back on. Enemy of the State, they were tracking facial rec. Remember, it was all about chasing that black man. That whole movie was about chasing the black man. So, what I just showed you, Enemy of the State. Who is the enemy of the state? The enemy of the state is the black man. That's why they always tracking you down. See that? Tracking you down, coming to get you. That's why they showed the movie. They showed Manchurian Candidate, dealing with mind control, how you can alter someone's mind to make them kill. This is some of the things that we see going on in the world right now. This is how somebody like Takeoff could get killed and the killer get away. Could have been a Manchurian Candidate situation. That's why I told everybody, until you watch that movie, you're not going to understand mind control programs and PSYOP operations and how you can brainwash a person so much you can make them drink their own piss. People don't understand that. So this is why we had to talk about some of these things, because it is heavily going on that people are weird and they cannot be trusted. Anytime a woman that so-called is smart will line herself up with an individual that has so much dirt on his name, pedophile behavior, and she married a man that had a kid with him like it was nothing wrong with him. Mind you, this woman could pick any man she wanted. This shows her she is off in the head. But not only that, her husband has costed her almost $1 million for breaking somebody's jaw. The lawsuit is in full effect. The individual has just now got it signed by the judge. He now can come for the money. But this is just another thorn in the side of Nicki Minaj, staining her name and making her look like a foul individual. But like I said, come to find out what is being said, they blew it out of proportion. They saying, yeah, a fan ran on stage, but he was just dancing, and they went too far. After the concert, Nicki Minaj made one of the female securities cry and put her on. She basically, look, Nicki Minaj did an Instagram live and put the security guard on video in shame, made her cry. The head of security guard was not feeling this. He tried to smooth it over. Things appeared to be cool. But then Nicki Minaj called the security guard to the back one more time. And when they called him to the back, while Nicki was talking to the security guard, her husband sucker punched him in the jaw. And according to this man, he broke his jaw. And then the man said after he got his shit rocked and he woke up a little bit, they ran and left. So when Nicki's husband left, that was the end of that. And right after that, he put in the paperwork on the lawsuit, and now it's being dealt with. And like I said, it happened in Germany, but the thing about Germany, a lot of people in the military are in Germany, and they do throw a lot of concerts for the military over there. It is a lot of Americans there. So my point is this. Even though it happened in Germany, does not mean they're going to get away with this. But this is just all dealing with the campaign of what? Not only slandering Nicki, but this is showing you how a lot of these celebrities owe a lot. They owe a lot of money. They owe a lot of people. People coming from them lawsuits in these hard days and time. And these are some of the things that is happening to them. Also, this was my proof of how a lot of rappers have been going overseas to sustain their money bag. They've been doing this the past couple of years. That's why this event happened in 2019. But they thought it was going to get brushed under because of the pandemic. But now it has resurfaced. So this is why I was trying to tell people a lot of things that happened already starting to resurface. Because you remember before with certain things, people would let it slide, let it go, take a little payout. Now people going hard and standing on it. They're not letting nothing go because we in a time where everybody want their money. And that's about it. So as we see, Nicki Minaj's husband is costing her a whole lot. And in my opinion, he punched that man in the face trying to show off for Nicki. He probably was trying to show Nicki, look, I'll put in work for you. Anybody got something bad to say or do anything, Nicki, I'm going to take care of them. But he the same one making her name hot. He getting her in a lot of trouble. And anyway, they are another struggle couple, as I call it. Yeah, they got a lot of money, but they're a struggle couple. They can't get it right. They're weirdos. All right? Because you got to be a weirdo to have a baby with a sex offender that can't go outside on Halloween. You got to be a weirdo for that one. Get it? But I told you, they be in the house most of the time anyway. They don't do shit. So, like I said, y'all, ain't too much to talk about. Just pay attention and be on point because them people are coming to a theater near you, a neighborhood near you, and they're not playing. So this all goes with the agenda of what? The replacement game. Before the immigrants could live a beautiful American life, some people have to go. And they understand this. They understand that these are the things that have to be done in order to create a new world, a new economy, a new society. Therefore, if you in them streets, you a target. If you do not pay taxes, you are a target. Simple and plain. I didn't make it up. I'm just reporting what I see. So we're going to let that be. And one thing they're not telling you, when they say feds, they're talking about national security, homeland security, and FBI, things of that nature. But that, to me, right there, like that right there, like either Homeland Security or FEMA. So my point is that what? The military is coming for you. The NYPD is just doing the help and the guidelines. But the NYPD is handing the dirty work over to the Homeland Security people, military. So I was telling people. So it's going to go down, and they waiting for that rebellion. That's what they waiting for. You know, we spoke about that last day, Armageddon wars and have against the have-nots. They say that's what they're really prepping. Well, you see the key players in it. You see these are the ones waiting for your ass to get out of line. This time, they're not shooting off beanbags and rubber bullets. And the bottom line of this, what you must understand, when they come get you, you are not going to a regular jail. You might go somewhere where you will not be found because if you get snatched up by Homeland Security, you are not going into jail. You might go to Guantanamo Bay, some shit like that. You will be labeled as a terrorist if you're selling fentanyl. If your gang is known for doing killing and selling fentanyl, you will be labeled as a terrorist. It's that simple. And we out. Salute to everybody tapped in that caught this live. Salute to the chat. Salute to the family. Salute to all the members. Salute to everybody that's been here from day one, in between, and just pulled up yesterday. We're going to keep this coming. We're going to keep it shaking. I'm going to say it again. 12 o'clock, the video going to drop of the new show that we started yesterday. The What's Poppin' show for No Fame Elite. VIP members and up for the live. Regular members get first dibs on the show. And it's going to be dropping at 12 o'clock. So y'all tap in. Don't worry, I got a lot way more coming. I got the Fallen Angel series and the Black Celebrities of Hollywood. And we got a few more shows in the chamber. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, for members, it's going to be extra stuff, extra perks, extra things, and also things where the members can participate in and things of that nature. So, a lot of things lined up. But other than that, y'all see things slowing up out here. So stay focused. Don't get distracted. And just enjoy your day and get to your business. What up, Mike Flame? What's good? What's up, Jamal? Jamila? Rondell, what's good? George Middle, Shayla. Hey, what up? What up, A? A said the show was fire. Word up. Salute, A. You know what I'm saying? Y'all catch A on the What's Poppin' show. Y'all gonna be in tune. What up, Mike Flynn? Keela Boo, what's up? Salute Front Street. Thanks for supporting the channel like you always do, bro. Front and center. What's up, Boo? Boo Mama. Let's say Boo Mama. What's up? Either way, what's up? Salute. Nikki G. Lisa D, what's up? What's up, Jess? There you go. What up, Shayna? TG, what up, TG? That's right. Y'all have a good day, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long, man. Fame, I can't wait to hear you. Okay. Oh, yeah. That's why I say I'm gonna put together higher learning because see, this is where I'm gonna separate everything. You know, I'm gonna be getting into how I'm look. I'm gonna be getting into higher learning the jewels of certain science of certain things. Trust me on that. This is why I had to I want to say separate, but this is why I'm putting things in perspective. That's why I'm starting new shows. I'm going to have shows just for people that's on a certain level of learning information. Yes, I am. So y'all just stay tuned for that. I'm gonna have spiritual warfare and things of that nature. And I'm basically going to give my opinion and my views and my tips and jewels on how to survive and make it in the world we in now, and definitely how to make it in the world that you do not see that's around you. Definitely gonna get into that. And then I'm gonna have the BS. I'm gonna have the BS, all that. The BS. I'm gonna have it all. We're gonna have it all. We're gonna have it all. Sincere, what up, Sincere? Sincere is in here. What's good, bro? Good to see you, man. All right, y'all, man. That's right, man. That's the whole purpose, man. People got to get it while it's good. Get it while it's good. Get it while it's good. That's right. So, like I said, I got everybody in mind. Everybody's opinion is highly appreciated. That's the whole purpose of with the whole Funnel Fame Network, because I want people that want to participate in certain things. I'm making available. You can participate in certain things. And I'm gonna say this too: like, if you got a brand, if you got things you're trying to do, you need to tap into that Funnel Fame Network, and I can assist you with some of the things you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm trying to tell you. I have created ways to open up the platform for other people that's also trying to do some things. You get what I'm saying? So y'all just stay tuned. And like I said, I ain't gonna hold you. Y'all know I don't do that rambling. I don't get the freestyling on here. So make sure y'all check that. Y'all want to check out some more content. There's some more content dropping. I got some more coming down the chamber. Period. So salute to everybody. Y'all definitely set the day off right. I enjoy every day pulling up with the people. Y'all bring the vibes, the energy, and I just give it back. So episode 428, we straight, we done, we finished. Y'all stay right, y'all stay blessed. We out.